gonna do a very quick introduction of what we're gonna be talking about today, and what Koala Go has to offer. Right, pretty much is for this. I said it's for online teachers, but also for teachers at school in the classroom. Now we got the Whiteboard, the Co-Borwser, the playground, which is amazing. We're gonna try to play, maybe we're gonna try tonight, and then the playground stories. So we will see this with Xavier. Xavier, can you introduce yourself a little bit to everyone?
Of course, of course. Thank you so much again,
Thank you.
Mike, for inviting me. So my name is
It's
Xavier.
a great pleasure.
Thank you, thank you. So my name is Xavier, and I am originally from France. I grew up in France, and I moved to the US when I was 20 years old. I moved to California, and I've been in the US ever since. So now I'm French American, and I started this company with a really great friend of mine that I met at Apple. His name is Ben, and we wanted to contribute to education. We both come from families of teachers. Ben's parents are teachers. I was raised by my grandmother, who's a teacher, and we created Koala to make teachers financially successful. And the problem we are trying to solve with Koala is that we think Zoom is great for adult to adult communication. It's a great tool, but it's not the best tool to engage a young kid online. And that's why we created Koala Go. And you'll see more during this demo.
Here we go, right in the demo. So this is the whiteboard, right? What can you do with this whiteboard?
Koala Go has three main building blocks. The first one is the whiteboard, which is where we are right now. The second one is the Co-Borwser. And the third and last one is Playground. So the whiteboard, to answer your question, Mike, is pretty similar to what you all may have seen on other tools like Jamboard or lots of other interactive teaching platforms. It's an interactive whiteboard that allows you that gives you a cursor and you can move things around. It gives you also a pencil, and you can, set the color here.
Nice.
You can set the thickness of the line as well. One tool that I like to use a lot is the vanishing pen, which allows you to draw a line and then it disappears after a few seconds.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's nice.
That's really helpful.
When you want to point at
point out something.
Point at something. Yeah, for the student, it is nice.
Yeah, actually, and something that maybe I should mention is, okay, maybe you can guess. How do I invite a student to the classroom here?
You click on
send them a link.
Students.
That's right. Yeah, you click on invite student here, and as soon as you click here, your video shows up on the left, and it gives you a link to share with your students. So this is important. This is my student invite link. It's the same that I send to all the students that I teach online, and I'm the only one who has this link. So you can click here, and it will save it. You will copy it. If your student is in China, you can click here, and you can share this link. It's a slightly different link. So here, for instance, I can send this to anyone, and the students will pop up here on the left. We will have their video right here.
Is there any other tool that are different from maybe other brands?
Yeah, absolutely. So in terms of tools that are different, you'll have a reward system here that allows you to do confettis.
Let's try again.
Yeah,
wow, awesome. Nice.
So, we build those tools really to engage kids. It's really meant to teach kids between, 3 and to 14 years old. They really love this.
And the dice sounds good too.
The dice.
Let me hear.
You want to dice again?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, this sounds like probably inspired by those games.
I'm just going to say one last thing about the whiteboard before we move to the Co-Browser, Mike.
yeah, sure,
here,
no problem, man.
So here, as you can see, I am on slide 1 out of 1, and the name of my activity is Mike ESL. So here, I can create a second slide, and so this would be slide number 2, and this is automatically saved into this activity, Mike ESL, and I can go back to slide 1, etc. Yes,
so
go
you
ahead.
can keep this. You can keep this as a review for your students for the next class.
Exactly, and so I can click here and access my library of activities, and as you can see, I have a lot of activities, and I can. So right now,
really helpful.
let's see. Which activity am I in right now? So right now I'm currently in Mike ESL, and I can just click here and I can rename it or I can duplicate it. So what I recommend and what most of the Koala teachers do is they have one activity for each student. So right now I have a class with Lily, so I'm going to name this Lily ESL level 1. And then I have Dylan coming to my class, and I'm going to create an activity, Dylan ESL level 1, for instance. There's just one thing that you have to remember that is very special about Koala Go. It is this. This icon here in the bottom right is a way for you to contact the Koala team at all times. You just click right here, and you can reach out to us at any time, 24/7. You can say, hey, I need help, please. If you're in panic mode, something is not working, your camera is not showing up, any issue, reach out to us and we will be responding to you.
And I tried it as well. I tried how is it, the support, and they're really fast. You can see. Yeah.
So you see that Danny already responded. So I'm really happy. I really did not let her know that we were going to reach out during the demo. So you can see Danny.
That's awesome. I know Danny. She's been talking to me. I think she's in Singapore or Malaysia.
She's in the Philippines. She's in the Philippines.
Philippines, exactly. She's in Philippines, right? Awesome. So you say a big hello to Danny. You can tell her that we are live. She's been so helpful. Very nice right away.
She's very helpful. So we have three fantastic women in the Philippines, one in South Africa. We have Fred in Ghana. I'm currently on the East Coast, and we have some of our team on other parts of the US. So that allows us to there's always, at any time of the day, there's always one of us is up to help you out. So don't hesitate to use this. Reach out to us, ask for help, ask for training. We're here for you. Our job is to make you successful.
That's impressive. That's
really
impressive.
Helpful.
Really.
We have, because you're attending this live with us today, at the end, we'll share a link that allows you to get 1 free month of Koala Go Pro, which is our Pro plan. Wait until the end. We'll share a link with you all.
Wow. Big shout out to Xavier. Thank you so much, bro.
So the Co-Browser is something that you can open here by clicking right there. And the Co-Browser, what is it? It is a browser that you and your students can interact with at the same time. So if you're using anything on the web, this makes the Co-Browser makes it multiplayer. So let's take an example. So let's say you're using WordWall, and many of you are familiar with WordWall. It's a really great website with games, and we're going to use this one, for instance, Anagram. And let's say you are doing this game, you're playing this game, and you may be familiar with how to do this with Zoom. You have to open it in a browser, and then you have to screen share, and then you have to give remote control. Not here. Here, if I have a student with me here, they can interact with this right away. There's nothing to do. They can drag and drop. The sound is shared with them at the same time. And the last thing I'll mention about the Co-Browser is that if you log in here, you type your email and your password. This will log you in your Co-Browser. And let's say you close your laptop and you come back tomorrow to teach your next online class. This will remember your credentials, so you don't have to log in again.
Okay. That's easy. Make it easy in every kind of ways. Very friendly use.
One thing I did not mention yet is the chat with translations. So here you can type with your students and share links or whatnot in the chat. But let's say you're an ESL teacher and you're talking with the parents or the grandmother or the uncle at the beginning of the class. In Chinese, exactly. And they don't speak you speak English, they don't speak English, they only speak Chinese, for instance. You can you can turn on the translation. And when you turn on this translation and you type hello, for instance, this will automatically translate the hello into, I guess it would be ni hao. It will translate it into the target language of the browser of your students. So you will be able to communicate, and you can disable it by unchecking this button.
Wow. That's cool. I didn't know that one. Nice.
The new one.
Yeah, nice. Really nice.
Nice. Great.
So you get.
I had taught online. So because if I'm teaching a student and I want something, I want to talk something to the parents, I would have a separate WeChat. A separate phone, and then I would use their WeChat account, and then I'll text them on WeChat. So it's like I have to move around a lot. But with this, you can just simply type it away, and they would understand. It's really convenient.
That's right.
Exactly, and especially you can give the homework to the parents too, so that they know what their kids have to. I would use it to, communicate with the parents how the kid did in the class, what word he's supposed to review, and what's the homework for next time. This is a very useful features for the parents for not only the students or the teacher, but for parents too.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
So
for the
yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Nope, all good. I was wondering if you had something else about the Co-Browser.
The Co-Browser,
another magical stuff.
So we realize that sometimes you're as a teacher, as an ESL teacher, you're using, let's say, Genially, and you're walking your students through some slides. Sometimes you may want to use this the annotation tool. So if you just click on the bottom on this little pencil, it will turn on annotation tool, and you can find the same annotation tool as what you had in Whiteboard. You can say, hey, look at this. What does this word say, etc. And then to close it, you can add sticky notes and text as well. And to collapse it, you just click here and you go back to interacting.
So the Whiteboard can be used with the Co-Browser.
Exactly,
options,
the annotation tools. Yeah, exactly. And then once you're done with the Co-Browser, you can click on the X at the top right, and it will send you back to the Whiteboard. So now you are experts of the Whiteboard and of the Co-Browser.
And I got a question. Can you keep what you've been doing on the Co-Browser like you did on the Whiteboard? Is not, yeah?
Yes, absolutely. So everything that's on the Co-Browser is saved right now. So if I open the Co-Browser again, I will find the way I left it.
That's really good.
How old kids can start to use it? I mean, the youngest age.
Yeah, so there's thousands and thousands of students using Koala Go every week. I think I know because my wife teaches Chinese using Koala Go, and so one of her students is 3 years old.
What?
Wow. What? Even 3 years old can use it.
No. Man.
That's really nice. 3 years old can use it. Of course, you could actually see that this is a really simple platform. It looks simple. It has all of those things that you want, but it's really simple. So it's so simple that even a 3-year-old can use this. Amazing.
Thank you. And again, we're a small team of 10 people, and we started we built this product about 2 years ago. We launched the first version of this product, and I don't think it's perfect in any way. And there's definitely a lot that we can improve to make it simpler and some features that you may be missing. So, but we really need you to tell us what they are. So really don't go easy on us. Just let us know what you need to make it better, and that helps us a lot. So really feel free to contact us to the 24/7 support and let us know what you need. We'll add it.
So let's go on to the playground, I guess, now, Xavier.
Should we talk about the playground, or should we skip it? Should we skip the playground, Mike, or should we talk about it?
Yeah. Because
so, yeah, go ahead.
Because I know that the playground, you get the playground and playground stories. It could be as well something that teachers in the school can use.
Exactly. So I'm first going to show you playground for online teachers, and then I'm going to talk to you about playground stories, which is something that classroom teachers can use today. So playground is one of the 3 building blocks of Koala Go, and you open it by clicking right here.
On the top, on the bottom.
On the bottom, on the little squirrel icon at the bottom.
Yeah.
And as you can see, as soon as you click on this playground, here's what happens. You have a little avatar that falls from the sky. You may be wondering what is going on and what's happening and what we're talking about, but stay with me.
Parachute.
Let me just close this.
Yeah, so, even games like PUBG, I mean, you fall from the sky with a parachute and then you start the game.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bruh. You just click and you will run in that direction. And actually, speaking of falling off the cliff here, for instance, if you fall off the cliff, you immediately come back to life here. So no worries. There's no risk in playground. It's just for fun and learn.
That's great.
So to move around, you just click in one direction. And if you want, you can click on this eye at the bottom, which says first-person view. And that changes the camera from top-down view to first-person view. So you see the world through the eyes of your avatar. And you use the keys on your keyboard, up, down. Oops, it's here. Up, you move forward. Down, you move backwards. Left, you turn left. And right, you turn right.
Yeah. You know, like most of the kids, they would be using like those iPads. So would it have like those analog circles that they can like go left or right and change the camera setting?
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what happens. If they're on iPad, they have the little controllers on their left and right side.
Oh, that's amazing.
But don't worry, kids have absolutely no problem using this. It's very much in their DNA to use products like this.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you can jump. Nice. You can jump by pressing on the space bar. And okay, so now you know how to move around. I'm going to show you real quick that you can customize your avatar by clicking right here. And here's some place where you can change skin tone, cheeks, lips, eyes, glasses, hair, t-shirt style, pants, shoes. So go crazy. Create the avatar of your dreams. And once I'm done, I'm going to click on done. Okay.
Can the students have like access to their avatars, so like they can do it off the class?
Sorry, I didn't hear the end of the question. Can you repeat?
Like would the students have access to their avatar so that they can customize their avatar, but like off the class? I mean, because if the class they're spending more time on like building their avatar, maybe they wouldn't feel like connected, like, oh, it's my avatar. But if they have time or maybe access to their like profile or something, so that they can customize their avatar, but off the class, not in the class. But would they have that ability?
That's an excellent question. Yeah. That's an excellent question, and the same question was asked by many of our teachers. Can my students please have access to playground between classes, not just during classes? So we actually released this feature
because even in the playground they can review all of their lessons.
Exactly. So yes, now they can, and this is what I'm going to talk about later with playground stories. So
amazing.
you may be
That's
wondering,
really nice.
you may be thinking, okay, this is great that there's a 3D game, but why is that valuable? Why does that help me teach ESL? So if I invite my student here, they will also come from the sky. Their video will show up on the left and their avatar will show up here, and our avatar can move around and, you know, independently within this world. And so I teach French. I don't teach English. I teach French online. For me, for teaching language, it's really valuable to say, okay, follow me. Let's follow me this way. And then let's turn left. And then let's turn right. And then follow me here. Run. What is this? Look at that. Like all this immersion language that you usually don't get to practice. Yeah. So as a teacher, you have gems that you can use to, we're giving gems to you so that you actually have power over your students and you can reward them gems and give them gems. And once they have gems, they'll be able to click here, add blocks, objects, images, or stickies. And they can create blocks for free. For instance, you click here and you place a block. So creating a block is free, it doesn't cost any gems, okay? But if you click on back and you go to home and decor, you will have access to really cool assets, such as Halloween assets. If I click on Halloween assets, I need gems to buy those cute little decorations. If I want to buy a spooky gourd, I click here, and then I need gems to buy those. And ta-da! I can now rotate this a little bit. I can now place my pumpkin right here. So kids will be able to create 3D assets and place them in their playground with the gems that you are giving them. You remember we talked early during the whiteboard chapter, we talked about that activity.
Yeah.
The copy of my ESL activity saves automatically everything I do in whiteboard. Well, it also saves automatically everything I do in playground. So let's say I create this pumpkin here and I draw on the floor here, and maybe I can even add an image to playground. I'm going to add the image of a dog here. Now everything here is saved in this activity, copy of my ESL. And if I close playground now, and I open playground again now, you see that all those changes that I've made are saved in this playground.
Okay, so like each student would have their like part of the playground, and for each student you would open that particular playground, and then they can see all of the objects that they bought off of the gems, or maybe all the objects that were for free that they could put on the playground.
Precisely.
And yeah,
that's
like Fat
really
Pigeon was asking, let's say if you create a certain playground for a class, can you bar the students from changing the playground? If can you ban them if they were needed? I think students, when they are in your, can they change the environment? No.
Yes, absolutely. So in order for me, yes. So one second. I'm going to show you.
I mean, they can. That's a playground. They can change whatever stuff that they want on the playground. So I think the question is, can we like stop them from changing? Maybe if they're changing too much, or maybe they're not listening to you. We can stop like the access of the playground.
Yes, absolutely. So here's what I just did right now. I just opened a different tab and I put my student invite link in there so that you can see what it feels like when a student is joining you. Okay. So I'm going to click on accept here. I'm going to accept my student here. And I'm also going to mute myself here. There we go. And student is joining. Okay. So now you can see there's the teacher at the top and there's the student at the bottom. They look very similar, but forget that they look very similar. Okay. And here I have my student that just dropped in playground. And now let's say my student is just drawing all over the place. And I want to say, okay, no more drawing. I am removing those permissions from you. In order to do this, you just bring your cursor here on their camera and you click on student permissions. And here you have a full access to all of the permissions that your students have. Allow first person view, allowed or forbidden. Here, I don't want them to draw. So I click on forbidden. I don't want them to place blocks, maybe. I don't want them to remove blocks. So you have access to with a very high level of granularity, you can control what your students can do. Can they type in stickies? Can they buy objects? Can they access story tools, etc.? Does that answer your
Great.
question?
Oh yeah. And then that's I think you can, your students won't be able as well to use their avatar. I mean, play with their avatar, trying to change their clothes or stuff like that.
So you can control this. If you don't want them to be able to customize their avatar, just go to edit avatar and forbid.
Oh, that's cool.
It. So here, for now, you understand. I could spend 2 hours speaking just about Playground because we built a lot of tools, but I'm going to try to be a little more efficient. So some of the tools that you have in Playground is ways for you, for instance, to add sticky notes. Okay, so you can say, if you want to do phonics, for instance, you can create sticky notes here pretty easily. You just create on sticky notes and place them like this. Now, something else you can do is go to home and decor. Oops, sorry, actually not home and decor. Yes, home and decor. And we're going to go to reaction prompts. And here, for instance, we're going to take this drawbridge. And this drawbridge, I'm going to rotate it so that it's facing me. There we go. I'll create a drawbridge here. And a drawbridge is interactive. So if I click on it, it opens or it closes. Okay. So now,
great.
And let's say I want to create some kind of a little challenge. So I want to, let's say I'm going to create a wall here so that the students cannot go in the other direction, go on the other side, sorry. And I want my students to solve a little challenge before, in order to open or close this drawbridge. So let's think of a challenge. We're going to do something very simple for the beginning. And we're going to say, okay, 1 + 1 equal, we're going to put it here. And then we want this drawbridge to be interactive. So we're going to go to Story Tools, and I'm going to go to Action Zone, and create an action zone here. And as the options, what is 1 + 1? It's 2, right? So I'm going to change this one. I'm going to say option 1 is 1. I'm going to duplicate this. Option 2 is 2. And option 3 is 3. I'm going to put the correct answer in the action zone here. And here I'm going to say, sense the content of the action zone. And as the connection here, I'm going to choose this interactive. Okay. So now, sorry, I'm going over it really fast, I know. And we do trainings related to this, so don't worry. So right now, I have a mini challenge where the student arrives and they're asked, what is 1 + 1? It's not 1. Oh, no, okay, I'm wrong. Is it 2? Yes. And if they answer the right question, the next door opens. So you can make your playground environment really interactive, and you can start gamifying your environment without writing a single line of code. So I am in Playground right now, and I can go to my activity library, and I can publish this activity as, I'm sorry, not here. I can publish here my activity as a Koala game for student independent work. And I'm not going to go through this process. It's pretty simple. You just publish it, and you set
Okay, I
and
get
you
it.
decide if it's free or if it's subscription only. And I'm going to
That's
use an
awesome.
example by, as Mike mentioned, by Emily. Emily is a fantastic creator. She teaches phonics and she teaches literacy. And she published a lot of playground story games. As you can see here, on this tab. You can see that there's a Koala Island free play, a student build free play, and look how the amazing creations that she's done. Let's see this one.
You can
Claim
already
the
see the
throne.
time that she had spent on making these.
Say that again.
Gigantic. I mean, I said that I can see like the time that she might have spent on this because it looks gigantic.
Yeah.
It probably took her so much time making these games, and then making it available for us to use as well. Shout out to Emily.
Shout out to Emily, absolutely. So, and here those games, as you can see, some of them are free and some of them are accessible with a subscription only. So if you publish a playground story, you will decide, you, the teacher, will decide if you want those games to be free or paid. And the ones that are paid are accessible if the parents pays a $12.99 subscription. But again, if you want to make them free, make them free. Now let me play this game to give you an example.
The subscription, like it would go to the teacher or it would go to the Koala?
Koala takes 30%, the teacher gets 70%.
Okay, that's really nice. I mean, then it also gives like the motivation for the teachers as well to be able to like make those games and then make them available. So it also gives the teacher that incentive to actually go and build something out for the other students or maybe for the other teachers who are not really that well adapted with the technology and maybe they're not that good making those games. Then other teachers, they can just use the games that other teachers made, like Emily, and then use those games in their classes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the 30% and the 30% allows us that we get at Koala allows us to keep developing those tools, and we're soon going to introduce little cute pets, little cute companions. You'll see. But let me show you real quick an example. Yeah, let me show you an example of a playground story, and this is a pretty simple one. So here, you drag and drop the key, and this opens up, and your student can play, and they can run around. So you see the amazing creations from Emily. And here, this is an example of a little exercise. Hum or clap the word. How many syllables do you hear? Lime is 1. Carrot is 2. And tomato is
3.
Nice. So how many for apple?
Apple.
2.
Like 2? No? I would say 2. Yeah, 2. Apple. 2.
And banana.
3. Banana.
Congratulations. So you see, the concept is the concept of a escape room where you can solve multiple challenges. This is really fantastic creation. We're adding, sound animation soon. We're adding.
Yeah, because sound would really help because there's so much in language that you learn through sounds. I mean, you can put if you can put those sounds in, and then students can interact with those sounds and maybe come up with the answers that they can also really help in the learning process.
Exactly. Yeah. And so we've tried those games. So this is a pretty recent product. Okay. Oh, can I fit through this door? I think I've eaten too much lately, so I don't really fit through this door anymore. So what I was going to say is we played those games with students. We went to libraries and we tested on students in South Africa, in France, in California, and every time the kids were completely hooked by those games. They love those games. Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
No. I guess so. I'm staring at my screen. I'm like, yeah, I'm a kid now.
Yes, exactly. And there's 2. So, the students play those games, they complete those challenges, and then they can get some gems when they complete those games. So I know I've been talking a lot for an hour now, but what I'm trying to show you here is that playground stories are really great tools for classroom use. All you need to do
Yeah,
is send them this link, and then the student can independently play those games, and compete, playing those games individually. And it's really great if you're a school, if you're responsible for a school, you can also reach out, for instance, to teacher Emily and get access to all her licenses. We can do, give access to many students. We
yeah,
can find a deal so that
that's
we
nice
can play
because
this during class time.
you can use it as assigning homework for your students, right? They can go back home, and I'm sure this is their favorite homework, and they're gonna say, "Yeah, I got to do my homework."
Yeah.
They won't be crying anymore. They will
I
be,
mean,
Let's
that was
do
like
my
the first
homework."
homework the students would ever want to hear about.
For sure.
Like
So
the
that's
homework that
yeah,
students are
that's
looking forward to. When are we gonna get the homework?
yeah.
Can't
So
wait for homework.
A question: how to get everything? You get the. I mean, how can we get this for teachers? You get a price. I mean, you get a per month. It's
Yeah, good
subscription a
question.
month or a
Like
year.
subscription model or once pay model, like you pay once or you get it like on subscription.
Yeah, excellent question. Sorry, I forgot to show this. So if you go to our website, teachwithkoala.com, you click on pricing, and you'll see the different plans. There is a free version of Koala Go where you can have unlimited students, and the classes are as long as you want. We don't cut it out at the 40 minutes. One thing
Yeah,
that,
that's really
however,
helpful.
one thing that we cannot afford to offer for free is the Co-Browser, because it costs us a lot of money in the back end. That's why we had to limit the Co-Browser time in the free plan. I think it's limited to 5 minutes, and then you will stop. If you get the Pro plan, the Koala Pro plan, which is $21.99 per month if you pay annually, and $25.99 per month if you pay monthly, you will get 300 gems per month. You will get unlimited Co-Browser, unlimited activities, the ability to upload PDF, PowerPoint, student chat with translation, add image in Playground, 24/7 live support, etc.
Frankly, $21 a month is not that much. It's affordable.
Yeah, it is.
You get a lot of tools for that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then we
It's quite
also offer
affordable.
for tutoring organizations, like let's say you have 50 teachers, 100 teachers, 200 teachers, and you may want Koala, like what we call a white label, a version of Koala that's hosted on your website. So you create a subdomain on your website, and we can host a custom version of our product with your logo on your website.
Oh, okay. For
Oh, okay, like a
schools, I
partnership
guess.
because like the schools can actually buy that for you in the time being, and then they can use their name, so they wouldn't have to like work under Koala. Like they're working in cooperation with Koala.
Exactly. But as
That's
I
great.
mentioned at the beginning, because you are watching this live with us today, you actually get 1 free month of the Koala Pro plan. So let me just stop sharing my screen, and I'm going to share this link here in the chat. And feel free,
Nice.
Mike, feel free to share it also with the community for the people who registered. Go
Sure.
and put your name in this form, and you will get 1 free month of Koala Go Pro plan. You cannot find this offer on our website. This is just for you today.
Thank
Just
you
for
so
like the
much.
people who are on this
Big,
webinar.
Right.
yes,
And
exactly.
who registered.
Yeah, and who are watching, actually.
That's right. Who are watching.
Thank you. Thank you so much, anyway, for giving us that opportunity on a Sunday to know more about Koala Go and to help teachers in their class, in their online classes. And if, as well, we forgot to mention as well, Koala Go can provide invoices So if you want to be an independent teacher, you want to start to be an online teacher today, Koala goes get your back. They can bring invoices to right. Am I right,
Absolutely.
Xavier?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you can send, if you're a teacher all over
Invoicing,
anywhere in the
yeah.
world, and you are teaching students anywhere in the world, you can use the invoicing system of Koala Go. It's not mandatory, but it allows you to send an invoice from any country to any country. If the parents you are serving are in China, you will send them a professional invoice with a QR code that they can pay with WeChat Pay.
Thank you very much. That's going to be it for today. Thank you very much, Xavier. That was great to have you on the platform. Thank you
Mike.
very much as well,
Thank you, Abdullah.
Lodi. That was really awesome. And I hope to see you very soon. So let's say goodbye. Thank you, Xavier.
Xavier.
Bye,
everyone.
Cheers.
Thank you, teachers, for doing what you do. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Xavier. Bye-bye. Thank you very much, Lodi. That was great to have you here.
Always
here.
It was great to be here. I mean, thank you for inviting. Thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate
Cheers,
it.
guys. Thank you so much, Lodi. You're awesome. Wish you a good week, and I'll see you next week, Sunday night, 9 p.m. Beijing time, as always. Thank you so much, everyone. This is a live stream. Your live stream. Bye-bye. All of you.